Now we're being more specific because it is more complicated in the South. We've actually designated areas in the South which are safer areas, which are especially, there's a number of them. We've shared the maps with the United States. It's been shared also with the UN and the other humanitarian organizations. Listen, we have to hit Hamas in Khan Yunis. They've got a strong military infrastructure there. They've got a network of tunnels. If we want to destroy Hamas's military machine, and we must, we have to act in the South as well.
Jake Tapper has always been someone fair enough, and he has supported Israel. He has re-echoed some of Israel's talking points, and to the best of my knowledge, he was someone on the Israelis' camp. But according to what Israel has done or has been doing, it looks like Jake Tapper might be changing camps. I have told you before that when you overdo anything, it's not good anymore. That you might have a legitimate cause, you might have a legitimate reason for doing something, but the way you go about doing that thing might make people stick with you or move away from you. And that is what Israel is finding out right now. They have overplayed their hands. And they are now seeing how the global community is moving away from them and from what they have been doing. So let's listen to what Jake Tapper and this Israeli senior advisor had to say. Let's watch.
There are a lot of innocent people being killed by bombs that Israel is raining down upon Gaza.
I think it will be seen that the IDF really has done everything that is humanly possible to try to safeguard innocent civilians.
It's very hard to believe that, especially on a day when one of our producers lost 9 members of his family who are not members of Hamas, not members of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, not members of any group, just 9 people just trying to live their lives.
First of all, I extend my sorrow to him and my sympathies. But if I saw your report correctly, and please correct me if I say something wrong, that happened in northern Gaza, in Gaza City, where a month ago we already asked all the civilians to leave. And most of them did. If there was like 1,200,000 people there was only a couple of tens of thousands left. And one has to ask, yes, they had ample opportunity to leave. I don't know what happened. I don't have the specific circumstances. I know there's deadly combat going on now in the north, still between these IDF and Hamas terrorists, yes? And we don't want to see anyone caught up in the crossfire, but why didn't they heed the advice and leave the area?
You can't blame them. There's now
fighting. I don't blame them.
But you can't, there's fighting in the south now. I mean, I've been asking this since October 7th. Where are these people supposed to go?
You know, what gets me angry about all this is you will hear people from the Israelis camp, right, especially the authority, just casually saying that, well, we told them to leave. No, we specifically told them to leave, but they stayed, so it's their fault they die. Really? Can you really say that? Remember, those people have been living in Gaza for years, if not decades. And all what they have is in Gaza, is in the north of Gaza, okay? That's where they have everything. And you just told them to pack out and leave? And to you, that's as easy as you think? This is really mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. And secondly, they told the people living in the north of Gaza to move to the south of Gaza. And you know what is ongoing in the south of Gaza right now? They are presently bombing the south of Gaza. They are now saying that there are some Hamas faction in the south of Gaza that they want to take out. You know, they first said the north, right? That people should move from the north to the south. And people did that. Almost 1 million plus people cramped into a small space in Gaza. They did that, for the fear of their life and their own safety, they did that. They moved to the south. And after a couple of weeks of continuous bombardment, they are now saying that, you know what? Actually, there are some Hamas fighters in the south of Gaza that we want to take out. So you guys have to move again. Move where? Move where? Where do you want them to go? Where do you want them to go? Into the desert or what? And what infrastructures have you put in place that these people could go and maybe make themselves at home there? How much food have you put in place to feed this huge amount of people? And by the way, have you ever wondered why was Gaza in the first place so crowded? Has anyone given that some thought? Like, why were there 2.2, 2.4 million people in Gaza, in that small piece of land? Why? And why was Gaza having one of the biggest refugee camps? Is it called the Jabali? Why? You guys can see it clearly what is going on. And I do not want to speculate, but from what we've seen so far and from the rumors we've been getting, there is this common thing circulating that Israel's final goal or aim is to take over the Gaza Strip, is to, if you can better state, colonize the Gaza Strip. That is what their final goal is. And they will just try as much as they can to squeeze the Palestinians. Now they are bombing the south of Gaza. To what end? To what end? That we've told them to move to this corner. And when you're done here, you move there, right? So where do you want these people to go? It's horrible. And America, the champion of democracy, the champion of human rights, the champion of freedom of speech, freedom of expression, Joe Biden, and the leader of the Democratic Party, just sit there and watches all this unfold. Yeah, they do nothing. But you guys out there, let us hear your take on this interview that was done by Jake Tapper with the senior Israeli advisor to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Did you realize the look on Jake's face? What do you think might be the reason he looks that way? Let us know in the comment section, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Please kindly like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, because that helps us a lot and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.